Hey guys, my name's Yvette and welcome to my DIY channel, and I hope that you guys are having a great day. So for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys just some random Halloween DIYs that I made. So let's get started. Okay guys, so for this project, I got this mason jar thingy from Dollar Tree and they carry them every single season, so grab one of these if you can. I flipped it around because we're going to be using the back, and then I just cut out the handle and like the little straw silhouette at the top. So now the main part of the mason jar, I'm going to paint purple. And the lid, I'm going to paint a bright green. Now that the jar is dry, I'm going to draw in some spider webs in the corners. And then I'm going to paint them in with some white paint. I got this foam paper from Michael's and I traced out a candy corn, and we're just going to keep tracing the candy corn into the paper. Once you have as many candy corns as you want, cut them out. Now I'm going to paint them. I'm taking a black sheet of paper and I'm just drawing in little evil faces, and I'm gonna cut them out and then I'm gonna glue them to our candy corn. Next, I'm gonna take some bats, and I got these from Amazon and I added black glitter to them to make them sparkly, and then I cut them in half. We're gonna glue our bat wings to our candy corn. And then glue your candy corn onto your mason jar however you want. I got these little wooden signs from Amazon, and at this point right here, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the boo or the trick or treat sign, so I painted them both, and I also didn't know if I wanted these to be black or white, so I painted both of them both colors. Right here, I was just checking to see which sign and color I liked better. And I ended up going with the white trick or treat sign. I had some Halloween confetti and I decided to glue some of the little ghosts on some of the empty spots of my mason jar. And that's it, we're done. And I love this little mason jar that has candy corn bats trapped inside it. This is something that would be super cute inside of a kitchen. Alright guys, so for this project, we're going to be using wooden beads. I'm going to be using 2 different sizes. I painted the smaller sized beads white. And half of the bigger ones I painted black. I also found it easier just to use my hands instead of using a paintbrush. And the remainder of the beads I painted orange. Then I took some jute cord and taped off the end to make it easier to string the beads through. Then I did 1 black bead, 2 white beads, 1 orange bead, 2 white beads, then another black bead, 2 more white beads, and then an orange bead, and that's how I did my pattern. At this point, I wasn't too happy with this. I don't know, for some reason, it was giving me like farmhouse vibes and I wanted more Halloween vibes. So I repainted all the big beads orange and all the smaller ones black. I started restringing them again, and then I just did 1 orange bead and 2 black beads and an orange bead and 2 black beads, and that was the new pattern. I got these little Halloween wood cutouts from Amazon, and we're gonna attach them to the ends of our beads. But first, we're gonna paint them. I wasn't too sure if I wanted the jack-o'-lantern's hat to be green or purple, so I painted both just to see what each one would look like. Then I painted the trick-or-treat sign classic Halloween colors, and now it's time to tie them onto our beads. Right here, I was just checking to see which one I liked better, and I ended up going with the purple hat. The other one just looked a little bit too much like a carrot to me. I don't know. And we're done, guys, and now you have these cute little Halloween beads. Alright guys, so I started this project off by buying this outline of a witch cauldron from Etsy. You could draw it out, but I just didn't want to. So I printed it out, cut it out, and taped it on top of this poster board that I got from Dollar Tree. Next, I cut it out, and at first I used scissors, but that completely sucked, so I switched over to using an X-Acto knife that I got from Dollar Tree. Then I took a Dollar Tree sanding block and I sanded off some of the rough edges, and it made the edges of the cauldron super smooth. Right here, I'm just filling in the bubbles. And then I'm drawing in some goo that I want to spill over the edge of the cauldron. I printed out the words hocus pocus in bubble text, and then I traced it on top of just regular poster board paper, and then I cut it out and I painted them purple. Next, I painted the cauldron black. Then I placed the hocus pocus letters on top of my cauldron and placed them how I wanted to glue them, and then I just glued them on. I did get little glue stains on top of some of the letters, so I just repainted some of those areas. I wanted a little skull and a few little bones to be inside of my cauldron, so I sketched them out on a piece of paper to use as stencils. I'm going to take some Daz clay and then roll some out. Then I'm going to place my little skull stencils on top and cut it out. Now I'm going to cut out my little bones. Once you're done with these, set them aside for a little bit. Okay, so now grab your cauldron again, and we're just gonna place clay all over the parts where the potion is supposed to go. And this doesn't have to be perfect. You do kind of want like bumpy texture everywhere. Right here, I'm just taking a toothpick and I'm cleaning up some of the rougher areas. I'm taking the potion part of the cauldron that I had cut out, placing it on top of the clay, and I'm going to outline the bubbles and the rim of the cauldron. I'm adding more clay to where the rim is to give it more dimension. And now I'm taking my skull and I'm adding it to my cauldron. I also did the same thing with the bones. Now I'm going to take some googly eyes and some spiders that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to add them to my cauldron. I also added clay around them to make them look like they're actually in the potion. Do your last minute touches and then let your cauldron dry. So here's our cauldron dry, and now it's time to paint. I painted the potion a lime green. And I did paint the bones white. Right here, I added some green to the bones to make them look like some of the potion was on them, but I didn't actually end up liking it, so I just ended up repainting them white a little bit later. I decided to add some yellow-green to our potion, and I just used my fingers to paint this on. I'm cleaning up some of these areas that got painted green with some black paint. Okay guys, so I still thought this was a little plain looking, so I decided to take some clay and we're gonna add some octopus tentacles. I decided to add another tentacle towards the middle top. And if your clay isn't sticking, just make sure to add some water to it and it'll make it tacky. I wanted to add some glitter to our potion, so I just painted on some glitter glue that I got from Dollar Tree. Once the clay was dry, I painted in the tentacles, and you guys can pick any colors you want. Last minute, I decided I wanted a huge spoon handle to be sticking out of the cauldron, so I used a scrap piece of cork paper that I got from Dollar Tree. I painted it brown and then I just stuck it onto our cauldron. The last thing we're going to do is seal this, and I'm going to use some matte Mod Podge. And then there we go, guys, we're done. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I personally love like classic Halloween colors in my decorations, so I hope that you guys try some of these out and subscribe for more DIYs, and stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!